we have learned how to, let's say, we put some content, put some paragraph, how to put some heading, or put some horizontal line. And also we can we can use EM to make the word italic, or use strong tank to make the water bold, or use small. We also can do those through, it's called the attribute. So elements can have attributes. Remember what is element. Look back at this example. HTML are element, head are element, body are element, paragraph are element, H1, H6 are element. So for all those elements can have attributes, then we can change the attribute. For example, we put some background color for this H heading. So let's copy those code to the, if you still open your file. Remember, we should put every code, because for the content in the body section, you have to put in the body section. For the head section, we use for title and other, for example, data or link, it's called the metadata. But for the content, we put in the body section. So here we copy the H2. Remember, when link H2 is heading 2. And also for heading 2, we can put some background color. Background color equal to this is the color. I will explain later. And then we should start with style. Every time when you use the style, you should say it should be red. Why? Because this is the way we set up the attributes. So if the color is not red, it means you have some mistake. Also, we set up the attributes with the start tag. Means that you can say here we have H2, here we close it. We should put our style inside the start tag, not with the close tag. Always we put it inside, should be inside. Don't put it inside the content. You should put the style inside the start tag. Also, don't forget the sign, equal sign, the quotation sign. Also, this is a colon. We close with semicolon, and we have a pound sign. Okay, let's save it and run it. I will explain this more. You can say this is the second paragraph. Make it small. We can compare them. So this is H2, heading H2. Then we get the background, the color. So you can say the color is red. That is this code mean. So what does this code mean? Let's look more. So for our example, we have two ways to set up the color. One way is use this. This is called a hexadecimal. Other way use the name of the color. For example, in our example, we use the hexadecimal. Also, we can use like a red, the name of the color. See what we get. Window the same thing. We can use like a different color. For example, like blue. So it's blue. So let me say it again. This attribute is supposed to in this color when you do coding in Notepad++. This is important. If the color is not this way, it means maybe you forget something like the quotation sign. If you forget the quotation sign, you can see the color look like this way. Also, how about say you forget this sign? You can say a totally different way. How about you forget this sign? So every time if you found the color is not like a style should be red, and the background, the attribute should be in this color. If your coding is not in this color, you should check your coding. So we have two ways. We can use the name of the color, or we can use this correct decimal. Why is this correct decimal? Let's look at it more. What means decimal? Decimal means we start from 0 to 9. So decimal. Hexadecimal means we start from 0, but we end with F. It means the largest number is F. F equal to decimal 15. So we get 0 to 9, then we get A, B, C, D, E, F, like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 11. Oh, this should be 10, yeah. So largest is 15. So for a decimal color, hexadecimal color will have 6 digits. We have a pound sign, 6 digits. The first two is for red color, and in the middle two is for green. The last two is for blue. So all the color, what color we get is a combination of the 3 basic color. You can say if we want to get a white color, all those 3 color are biggest, FF. If we get the black color, all those color are 0. So if we want to get pink, we get FF for red, 00 for green, and the FF for blue. So that's hexadecimal. You don't need to figure out by yourself. Actually, we have some website, like say this website. So from this website, you can go to the, say, let's copy the address. You can say we have a lot of colors. All those colors have the hexadecimal. So if you want to use, like say, you can copy the color. This is hexadecimal color. So you can copy color and use it in your coding. For example, here, you want to use this. If you want to use hexadecimal, don't follow the pound sign, and you save it. Then we can reload. Like say we run it again. You can say we get this color. Besides the color, we still can control like the size, the bold or italic. Remember, what different type of font. So look at this table. We can change the background color, or we can change the color of the text. So you can distinguish. So this is color for background, but the color for the text is blank, right? Or you can select a different font family. Like say we have Times, we can have Roman, we have modern. Or you can change the size. You can use like a large, or you can use Pismo. We can have an example for this. Or you can say the boldness. You can use some number 100, 300, or use the bolder, or lighter. Or the style will have normal or italic. Let's look at an example here. We just copy this code. Copy. We need to select all of them, or you can open a new file. It depends on you. Yeah, just say we want to copy all those code. So in this coding, let's take a look what we have learned. First, we need to save it if you want to run it. So we have the type HTML. We have a root tag HTML. We have a head section. Here is the head section, so we have title. This is title. Then we have a body section. Inside the body section, we have two paragraphs. First paragraph, we have Mansfield. Actually, the content is the same. However, they have different size. So because we use attribute, so use attribute, we use the style equal to, first we want to set up the size as 24 pixel. And the font family, we want to use this family. And the style, we use italic. And the weight, we use bold. So looking at this table, so you can have different options. And for second paragraph, we want to like say this background color. Also for it, this is background color for this. But for the color of the text, we use red. And the size, we use XX large. Actually, it's the same thing. If you want to use the pixel, we'll use the XX large. Just to say we have multiple choices. And for the font family, we use EPUB. So let's run it. First, we save it, run it. You can say, let's compare the web page with our coding. What happened? Okay. So you can say the context is the same thing, right? Mansfield Computer Information Science. And the paragraph, the same thing. The differences for the two paragraphs, we use different, like say, we use different size. This is XX large. This is 24. You can use either way. And in this way, we use different font family, impact. And here also, this way we have italic, and we have the bold. And for the second paragraph, we have this background color. So we change different attribute, we can get the different thing. Means we can make our content more, like say, you can make it bigger, or you can make a different color. That is the way we present our information. That is about how we use attribute to get a different, like say, different color, different size, different font family, or different background color.